Today we're having a talk about banking in Thailand and what's involved with it. There's plenty of videos out there already about opening bank accounts in Thailand, which is a good thing because it's hard to do. However, it kind of leads on that that's the only thing you need to do, and once you've opened a bank account, you're all rosy and you've got that perfect system working already. However, there's a lot more to it. There is more or less a workflow of your financial system you want, from converting from your home currency all the way to Thai baht that you can spend day to day. I'm Flynn from Offshore in Asia. We help people move, do business and invest in Southeast Asia. So the three main problems for banking in Thailand as a foreigner is currency conversion fees, the 220 baht ATM withdrawal fee, and being cash reliant, because you really can't use tap and go payments or anything like that day to day. It's just too expensive. So we've got workarounds for all three of these things. We're going to go through them one by one in this video, and then I'm going to lay it out and make it really clear how this all works. The three solutions to these three problems is to have a Wise account for currency conversions, a Thai bank account so you don't have to pay this 220 baht ATM withdrawal fees, and the third is to get mobile banking through your Thai bank account so you aren't solely dependent on cash. So how do you go about implementing these? Well, the first one is to set up an account with Wise. It isn't a bank account per se, but it feels like setting up a bank account. So you just get the app, you go through the steps, you have to verify your identity, do a few more things, and then it's pretty much like a multi-currency account. We'll get more into it in a sec, but effectively what you want to do with Wise is move your money from your home account to Wise, and inside Wise you convert currencies and then you send it to your Thai bank account. The reason Wise is good is that the currency conversions fees are the lowest you can get just about anywhere. If anyone's got any cheaper options, please tell me because I'm yet to find them. My rudimentary understanding of how it works is, unlike when you transfer money between currencies with a bank where they pretty much just pay to change the currency from this to that, what Wise does is that when, say, someone has Thai baht and you have Australian dollars, for instance, and you want to convert them, they'll find a person with Thai baht who wants Australian dollars and vice versa, and you'll more or less swap money. It doesn't seem like that, it just feels like a conversion in every way. But for that reason, it can take sometimes half an hour to get the transfer through. However, I've only ever had to wait once or twice. Every other time it's been instantaneous. The next step is to open a Thai bank account. We've got articles on this already that really get a deep dive into how to do it and whatnot, and what you need to do and what you don't need to do. The crux of the issue with Thai banking and opening a Thai bank account as a foreigner is that there are so many grey areas, and every single bank and most branches have different requirements. So you'll see, if you look at a lot of videos on YouTube or talk to people, other foreigners who've been here for a while, almost everyone either opens a bank account through an agent, which I'd recommend because it's not that expensive relatively speaking, and it saves just a lot of hassle, or they go try to do it themselves, and you've got to go to immigration to get a few documents, generally speaking, certificate of residence or a TM30 or things like that. Nevertheless, it's going to depend on where you go. Generally speaking, Katsakorn and Bangkok Bank are quite friendly to foreigners. However, that's again going to vary by branch. So if you want to do it yourself, perhaps talk to the expats in the local area, or go on Facebook and ask around. The things you're most likely to be asked for is a certificate of residence, to be present at the bank, and you most certainly will have to be present in Thailand. A lot of the time you need to hold a long-term visa, but this isn't a hard rule. There are ways around it, speaking from experience. And you'll probably have more luck at a main banking branch, say the ones in Bangkok, or at least ones in tourist or expat areas, say if you're in the south, down one of the more touristy islands, or if you're in Chiang Mai or to certain parts of Bangkok. They're going to be more likely to be experienced with foreigners, whereas some places you go to in the more provincial areas, and they see you and they more or less kind of almost get scared when you walk in there, like, so they don't know what to do. So as long as you ask around and get a bit of an idea where the best branches are in your area, you should have a better chance of opening. But again, if you can stomach the few thousand baht that it might cost, go through an agent and just save yourself the hassle. You can solve the issue of being cash dependent by opening a mobile banking account in Thailand. The only thing you need on top of a bank account is a Thai phone number, so you can verify yourself with a two-factor authentication login for the banking app. Once you get this, you get Scan Pay, which is like a QR kind of payment. Shop vendors will have a QR code at the front of their place, and you just simply scan that to pay them, and it's like a direct bank transfer. You also get cardless withdrawals at ATMs and things like that, and it's just easy to look at your own financial records and all that. It's handy for paying for bigger one-off purchases and things like monthly rentals and stuff. I personally like it, as that way I have a record of the transactions. If anything were to go south, I have a backup plan there. Obviously, cash is very important. You should always have some on you, but it's good to be diversified nevertheless and have a few different options. So how does this workflow actually look? So you have your money in your home account here, you send that to Wise, and then inside Wise, you convert the currency from your home currency to Thai baht. It's important to note that this all happens within the Wise app. You don't do any of these conversions outside because Wise's low fees are only within the app. And so once you've converted within the app, it usually converts instantly, but can take half an hour, 2 hours maybe, but it's usually very quick. From there, you send it from the app and you pay your Thai bank account. And once you've paid your Thai bank account, you should be able to log onto your mobile banking for, say, Bangkok Bank, Katsakorn, whoever you're with, and you'll see the Thai baht in there. This whole process only accrues about 0.8 to 0.9% fees in total. That's about 4 or 5 times lower than other banking options that you have if you don't use Wise and a Thai bank account. And not to mention too, if you're withdrawing cash, often you are paying that 220 baht ATM withdrawal fee. And if you're doing that once, twice, 3 times a week or a month, it's gonna add up very quickly. There's just a few little other banking practices to note quickly. I've done a few videos on this that really get into the details, but also just always keep a little bit of cash on you, as I touched on before. Keep your cards from your home country, even though you might not use them. It's good just to have backups and store them separately in case you lose access to your Thai banking, either your ATM card or your app, or something goes wrong. You still have your home cards you can use, and you can use them for paying for things back in your home country. It's handy to have, so just keep onto them and keep them separate. If you aren't in Thailand yet, consider doing this as soon as you get here. If you are here and haven't done this already, strongly consider it, because the sooner you do it, the more you're going to start reaping the benefits of it. And not to mention, you can get 3 or 4% of your income back every year just by saving on banking fees.